Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what?
The tone between President Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden turning combative during last night's presidential debate in Cleveland, Ohio. Good morning, everybody. I'm Sean Mooney. Thanks for being with us. The 90-minute debate, moderated by Chris Wallace of Fox News, was plagued by repeated confrontations between the two candidates as each tried to display their vastly differing visions for the nation. President Trump refused to condemn extremist supporters and continued to suggest that the election might be rigged. The president also called out the former vice president for not supporting law enforcement. The debate took a deeply personal turn as Joe Biden defended his son Hunter and clashed with President Trump over his call for reopening schools and businesses amid the coronavirus pandemic.
And he'll close down the whole country. This guy will close down the whole country and destroy our country. Our country is coming back incredibly well, setting records as it does it.
And he wants to open it up more. Why does he want to open it up? Why doesn't he take care of the American? You can't fix the economy until you fix the COVID crisis.
Here in southern Arizona, watch parties looked a little different. Some taking to Zoom and others holding watch parties with masks. News for Tucson's Danelle Confair has local reaction of this heated debate.
Tuesday's debate drew criticism across the aisle, both parties agreeing they didn't hear enough from each candidate on plans and policies. This debate was just the first of 3 debates where we'll hear from President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. Republicans and Democrats we talked to both say they'd like the next 2 debates to focus more on the issues that America's facing right now. Tuesday night, a group of Trump supporters met on the east side for a debate watch party, while several Democrats met up on Zoom after the debate to discuss how it went. We got reaction from Tuesday's heated debate from both sides.
Well, I'm supporting President Trump because I think that law and order in the United States is definitely vital in the times that we're in right now, but also being able to open up about civil rights and equality within the United States is important, and I think President Trump has done that, although I think that's something that he needs to be more clear on what those accomplishments are.
Vice President Biden really navigated that bullying and interruption as well as he could possibly do. The unfortunate thing in all of this is that the American people lost tonight. Because we did not hear any direct conversation, any plans about healthcare.
The 2 biggest issues that both sides of the aisle wanted to hear more on was the civil unrest and how a leader should handle that, as well as what should happen to our healthcare system. We've got you covered from downtown. Danelle Confair, News 4 Tucson.